So I'm like, okay, so can you read that to me again? Like, what's going on? So they said it's a new policy that whenever somebody goes on home time, they don't pay them. I'm like, okay, don't make any sense.
All right, man. What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. I appreciate you reaching out to me, having to sit down with me about your story, man. I'll go in and let you get into it. CJ in the building. So,
all right.
You reached out to me in the background in the green room, and you said you was going through a little something with a company that I didn't consider a black ops company, but a few people have. The company name is Hawk Logistics out of Illinois. Am I right? Or is it Missouri?
No, it's Tennessee, actually.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tennessee. All right. Well, Senator, the floor is yours, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, one thing I can definitely say, every company has its ups and downs, it's bad and good. So you have to take it, with a grain of salt. With that being said, when I first got there, it was a switch up on a few things, but I took it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna just go with it and see where it takes me. Now, everything was decent. Like, I had no issues. I had no problems. They run me how I like to be ran. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I like to go hard, and they present that opportunity for me, and that's what it is. But now this situation, I finally do. Now, I haven't been home, I'd probably say since the beginning of the year. So it's finally time for me to come home and get some things situated and update my medical card. Cool, no problem. Let's get it done. Right. On the back end, I wake up, I'm getting ready to take care of that. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to spend any of this. I know I'm going to get paid this, so I'll just spend that. They tell me that you're not going to get paid the day of me waiting for my paycheck. So I'm like, okay, why is that? Why am I not getting paid? They tell me that whenever you go on home time, we don't pay you. Like, what kind of sense is that? It makes no sense to me at all. So I'm like, okay, so can you read that to me again? Like, what's going on? So they said it's a new policy that whenever somebody goes on home time, they don't pay them. I'm like, okay, don't make any sense. But why tell me the day of? Why you couldn't have told me this beforehand? So I could have moved the court, but you don't tell me this, not when I'm dependent on that to do certain things, right? So they're giving me this back and forth. I sent a couple of text messages, and all I got in response was, there's nothing we can do, and it makes the drivers honest. I'm trying to figure out, by not paying them, how does that make a driver honest? That doesn't make a driver honest. That makes them disgruntled. So this situation went on back and forth all day. It bled over until yesterday, pretty much, when it wrapped up. But they finally, I went on ahead and paid my DOT physical, got that out the way. But they paid the parking because, hey, like I told them, I would have paid it if y'all had paid me, but y'all ain't paying me, so I'm not doing it. So that's on y'all. Y'all got to handle that. So they finally paid the parking. But then on top of that, my batteries in my truck died for sitting this whole time. So I had to get that fixed. So my day actually didn't end too late yesterday evening dealing with them not wanting to pay me just because I'm on home time. And I just wanted people to know, like, just be aware. Just be aware. That's not a good thing. I can, on the back end as a driver, I've been out here for a while. I see why they might do that. But if that's a company policy, that needs to be up front before a driver goes home. He needs to know, because you don't know where any driver is money-wise. You don't know where his pocket's at. So give him a heads up. Let him know. Don't tell him the day of he's supposed to get paid. He's not getting paid. It's not a good look.
Let me just say, that policy is garbage. It don't make no kind of sense, bro. How you gonna have me go home on home time, Friday, Saturday, or whatever home time that I'm on, and I don't get paid? You're right. That don't make no sense at all. Like, I don't need my money on home time. I gotta come back to work to get my money just to prove that I'm coming back to work. Is that what we looking at here?
Yes, and that's what it was. Literally what it was, and still have not got it.
Man, bro, no. See, that right there is like what you said. That ain't gonna make no employee honest. I read the text that you sent me, and he over here talking about, oh, well, we had problems with drivers before and yada, yada, yada. But no, that's not making no drivers honest, bro. That's making me pissed off. That's what that making me. So I'm parking my truck. I'm on home time. I'm taking care of my business, paying my bills and stuff like that. You gonna hold my money hostage because you don't know if I'm coming back to work or not? No, bro.
And what's crazy, me and the DM are in constant communication. We're like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna be ready. And I don't get it. And me and my little brother were talking about it. And I feel as though that should be a case by case. If you're going to do that, that should be a case. Know that driver. Know who he is.
No, CJ. No, CJ. CJ, no. Hell no. That ain't going to be on no case by case basis with me, bruh. When I drive and complete my week, I get paid no matter what, whether I'm at home or I'm in the truck. My bank account better show my money. That's what my bank account. I'm not gonna go no back and forth. And I've seen the back and forth, and the guy gonna actually tell you, oh, it's out of my hands. It's company policy. Nah, bro. Company policy, and I agree with you on the company policy, because did you sign off on that? Because if it's company policy, you have to sign off on it, right?
Never. I've never even heard of it. It's never been brought up. So just imagine being caught off guard with that. So if it is company policy, why isn't there a constant reminder about it? Right before I went on home time, there should have been someone saying, hey, remember, company policy is you won't get paid.
Or how about this? How about this? This is a better one. How about pay me before I go on home time if it's company policy? So if I leave on a Tuesday, pay me. If I leave on a Friday, pay me. It's just that simple. And we wouldn't even have that conversation. We wouldn't even have that conversation. That we wouldn't. I'm on home time before I leave. If I go on home time on a Tuesday, pay me on a Monday. If I go on home time on a Friday, pay me on a Thursday. Because I'm not gonna get hornswoggled, and I'm here trying to pay some bills, and I'm going in my bank account and it says zero, and I'm standing up there looking stupid because they over here talking about turning my gas light telephone off. They don't want to hear all of that. They don't want to hear no policy. Oh, it's company policy that they won't give me my money back until I get back. Oh, well, it's company policy that we turn your shit off. How's that?
I understand. It is. It's just mind blowing. And I still have not gotten over it. But it's like, man, you know what, though? I got you for next time. I got you. I guess that thing is, if we have to go recover the truck, well, we have their check. So we'll just use that money to have to go recover it. But you're in the trucking business. That's what comes with it.
Okay, I can see it. I can see it since you put it that way. I can see it. Okay, well, he's going home. He's parking our truck. He's going to leave it at the pilot for a couple of days. You need to pay for parking. And let's say you get another trucking company. You call them back and be like, hey, your truck is over in bumfuck somewhere. Go and get it. Oh, okay, well, we got your check, so don't worry about it. We're just going to use the money out of your check, and we're going to go and recover the truck. I get that part. But if you did not give them no inkling or anything that you're not coming back, because it sounds as though that you're not befuddled with the company, you're just befuddled with the policy that was just thrown in your face all of a sudden, right?
Yes, and that is absolutely correct. When I say they run me how I like to run, they run me hard. And there's no illegal shenanigans. There's no flipping of the clock. There's no nothing. When it's time for you to shut down, you shut down. So they're legal across the board. So there's no SuperEgo flipping of the clocks. You manage your clock correctly, you shut down.
So, okay, I stand corrected then. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, this is not a black ops company. It's not a black ops company. But they have, but is it safe to say that they have black ops tendencies with the fact that they're holding your paycheck?
We can say that. We can definitely agree to say that.
Okay. Okay.
We can definitely say that.
Okay. Well, I got a little story, a little behind the scenes stories with Hawk So I did make the call video with them in the past, and the first make the call video, it didn't go well. The recruiter was some kind of way, and the call didn't go well. Well, that video gets a lot of traction, and for everybody who knows that company, they look up their company name, they do Google search and stuff like that. They want to see the reviews, they want to see what people talking about, and I guess the recruiter came across the call, and he was like, "Oh my God, wait!" So he must have figured that it will work in his favor to call back and say, "Hey, can we redo the call?" He did. He called back. It was like, "Hey, look, I got some exciting information and stuff like that." I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm not in the business of making any company look bad. I'm in the business to try to get the information out to the drivers so that they can make their decision whether or not if that's a good company or not based on the recruiter call that I would do, because I am a driver. I've been a driver for 10 years. I know what I want, and I know the questions that I would ask. So if the new drivers will hear the questions that I'm asking, it's going to be pretty much the questions that they're going to ask, and they want to know the response from the recruiter's honesty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I know I have a few people in the background that be like, "Hey, Lockout, why don't you just call and let them know who you are and this, that, and the third?" Well, and if I do that now. I didn't do that in the beginning. But if you call and say, "Hey, my name's Lockoutmen, I got an awesome driver channel with over 4 million views, yada, yada, yada," they gonna come on and give you the best face possible.
They are.
They're gonna come on and give you the best face possible. What you want is a real person in their real habitat, if that makes any sense.
No, it does make sense. Because if I tell you who I am, then you're going to put on your pretend face. You're going to put on the mask.
Exactly.
So if I come up as an average person just inquiring about your company, you're going to give me real honest answers, raw and uncut.
Exactly. And you're going to give me that, I don't give a fuck attitude like some of them do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why I come on the way I come on. But they'll call me back and they'll be like, "Oh man, I was on a bad day, woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Can we redo this?"
Shining straight in the face, you know? And I get it.
So, but it was a good overall, it was a good call. The company, he promoted the company well. He told us what the offers were and stuff like that. But you're right. If this is company policy, then it should have been known well in advance when you get there. When you start signing off on the dotted line and signing off on the paperwork and stuff like that, and that's part of the policy, then yeah, I must know that, man, because like you said, you don't know what I got going on out here.
You don't. It's none of your business.
Exactly.
Only thing is concerning you is that I'm doing the job that you're paying me for.
Exactly.
And if I'm doing that to 100% of your liking, then I should have my money, 100% of my liking when it hits my account.
All right. Well, CJ, it sounds like you're still good with the company. Have they paid you yet, or are you going to get paid today, or what's up?
I probably won't get that to Tuesday, honestly.
All right, Tuesday. All right. You already said they paid for the jump and for the parking there too, right?
Yes, they did. They did take care of that.
Okay. All right, but you just wanted to come. You just wanted to come on and just let the people know to be on the lookout if they decide to come over to Hawk Logistics, just to make sure that they're well aware that if you go home, just make sure you get paid first.
No, have your money saved correctly. Manage your money correctly.
Oh, okay.
Because you might come back thinking that, hey, like we do, we budget accordingly, and we figure, okay, I can either spend this or I can't spend that, or I'm going to go ahead and get paid on this day. I return on that day, so I'll go ahead and do what I have to do. Well, when you're planning on paying a bill thinking that you're getting paid and you're not getting paid,
well, that's what's up.
Kind of leaves you holding the bag. But I will say this about them. Anybody want to come over here, like I said, they did. Last year, they did fly me out. They did put me in the list to get to the headquarters. So they're not black ops all the way where you got to get there on your own and all that. They will. There was another guy in there in orientation. He caught. They put him on the bus. So things like that they do. They take care of that. And the biggest thing is I think they're friendly but case by case.
SAP friendly, y'all, but it's on a case-by-case basis. So just make sure you guys ask them that, because they will put in the ad that says, yeah, we accept SAP, but you got to make sure the way they accept you guys is the way that you guys need to be accepted. So CJ, man, I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with us and sharing your story with Hawk Logistics out of Tennessee. So if anybody want to check out Hawk Logistics out of Tennessee, definitely give them a call. CJ, man, do you get any type of referral bonus or anything like that?
Oh, I don't.
Okay. But you would definitely suggest them though as a good company to come and work for.
Yeah. Because they do have insurance, like I say, hey, especially with the drivers that have a little dirty background, you know, hey, like I said, I've learned through just talking with other drivers that, hey, they are a second chance company.